yeshiva, and the rabbis were 60, 70, 80 years old. In the yeshiva, I was in Slabot Yeshiva from Metzora. So then my cousin told me, listen, you go to Mir Yeshiva, it's in Brooklyn. I installed in the yeshiva, somebody's house, one of the rabbi's houses, I installed an alarm system. So I saw he has a long white beard. You know, Balabat doesn't he knows long white beard. He's a serious rabbi, that's what he knows. So I went there, and I was tested by Rabbi Shmuel Birenbaum, Zichron Livrocha, was my Rabbi later on. And he tested me, and I was learning Ksubas Daf Ches. That's what I was learning. I was learning Elu. I was learning Metzora for a whole month. For a whole month we were learning this page 18, 19. A whole month, imagine. A page. Okay. After you get B'ezrat Hashem in the next couple of months, you say, well, it's not even enough. But B'ezrat Hashem. So I went to him, and they tested me the Gemara, and there was a Rashi, and Tosfot, and then I had a Kashi of the Parshah. There's a big Shmuel on it, he has one Pshat, blah, blah, blah. And he was fighting with me, and he said, I was fighting with him, trying to say my Pshat, and I thought, that's the Pshat. And he fought with me, and he tested me for about 4 hours. I came there around 3 o'clock. And when he came around 7 o'clock, then I said, what kind of yeshiva is that? You have to be tested for 4 hours. Wow, I was tired out. After 4 hours, he pinched my cheek, and he says, listen, you came from Eretz Yisrael. In Eretz Yisrael, we have Avira de Eretz Yisrael Machim. The air in Eretz Yisrael makes you wise. It's a Gemara in the Torah. The air in Eretz Yisrael makes you wise. So therefore, you didn't have to work so hard. Because you have the boost, you have the help of the air of Eretz Yisrael. Now you're coming to America. You have to learn stronger, you have to learn harder. Okay. Then I realized afterwards that I made a mistake. But he wanted me to bend. I wanted to accept him as a Rosh Yeshiva, I wanted me to bend. And not to just fight my words, and I didn't have it. I wasn't smart enough to figure that out. But anyhow, he accepted me to the yeshiva, and he was my Rabbi for about a year. It was Nifta. It was a very, very amazing Rabbi, and I learned with him Bobekama. But I remember till now the argument which I had with him for 4 hours on the first Tosfot, on the sugya of Dafid Ches. Anusi Meinu, Ktani Meinu. Anyhow, we're going to Hashem learn in the next couple of days. Siyata Dishmai. So, I hope and pray that everybody that is in yeshiva here will come to participate in the classes, in the Chon and Shiurim. We don't have many rabbis here, but we do the best we can. There's enough rabbis here for, I counted just here, but we have about 30 guys here, 22 guys sleeping here. There's another 8 young guys. About 30 guys here in this Midrash. There's another 3 or 4 rabbis, 5 rabbis. So we have about 35, 40 people here. So we can fill up the Midrash. Maybe we'll spread it to some, because you're not allowed to gather more than 19 people, even for prayer. So if the police come in order not to make, even though we're all together, we're already inside together for a long time, but still, we should some learn in the courtyard. If it doesn't rain, some in the rooms around. We have to spread around 4, 5, 6, 8 guys in the room. And we hope and pray that we're able to learn and grow. The Parshah Tazria Metzora talks about, hello, people can hear me, yes? The Parshah Tazria Metzora talks about leprosy. Leprosy. Everybody knows the Gemara in Echim. Daf Tezayin, Tezvor Mudalef Tezayin. The Gemara says that leprosy comes because Lashon Hara. Lashon Hara. Speak Lashon Hara. You separate between people. So therefore, Hashem separates you, measure for measure. Who comes, who has the ability to change, to tell you what's the halacha, or bring the tum'ah tahara in leprosy? Says the Kohen. The Kohen, the Talmid Chacham. שומעים אותי? שומעים? לא בגלל זה, נכון? זה לא עובד? Hello? Works? Now works. Okay. The Kohen is the one that tells us if it's tameh or not. Chazal even teach us, Rashi brings it down in the Parshah, that let's say the Kohen sees the nega in the house. It's not tameh. So what the Kohen needs to do, in order he should not be in the house when the nega is there, he has to go out. And then he says it's tameh or ta'or. And only when he says it's tameh or ta'or, that's only when the impurity comes down. So it's not revealing what he saw. It's very important to know this. So I want to go into that concept of Rosh Yeshiva, rabbis, Talmidei Chacham. This is for you, Gimpo. Into this. When you go to a rabbi and you ask him, what's the halacha? What's the rabbi? Rabbi reads what you read. It's just a computer revealing what it says. That's what it is. It's revealing what it says. Okay, so maybe I don't know the language. If I'm Israeli, I know Hebrew. I have out scrolls. I have computers. I have Rabbi Google. So what do I need rabbis for? Rabbis are just to reveal what it says. There's a halacha of Isur V'Heter. There's a halacha of Tum and Tahara. There's a halacha of monetary laws. We know when a rabbi makes a mistake, it's brought down in Shulchan Aruch Siman Chafei, Choshen Mishpat. Depends. If the rabbi made a mistake, to b'shikul hadas, or to b'dvar Mishnah, there's a difference. If he made a mistake in the Mishnah, or shikul hadas. Yeah, we have Shulchan Aruch here. Choshen Mishpat Chelek Aleph. Yeah, Shulchan Aruch. Let's see what it says. If the rabbi took from one guy and gave the other guy, so he's responsible. The responsible depends. If he made a mistake, Mishnah just reveal what it says. It says not him. He made a mistake. It says Aleph and he said Bet. He didn't read right. Look what it says. I don't know what's important here. In Chafei we have? Yes, we have. Listen what it says. This is the two.
It's in the back.
Okay, doesn't matter. Hello? It says like this. It says like this. If he's not professional, he didn't receive permission to judge, so then if he makes a mistake, he should pay from his own pocket. Should pay from his own pocket. Because you're just reading what it says. It's just like a Rabbi Google. So you're not a professional. Pay! Pay money from your pocket. But what happens if he's a rabbi or ordained rabbi? But not from the internet. From a yeshiva. That he really learned and he checked his midos, his character for years. And he's learned Torah day and night, 3 storim a day, for 20 years. You can really say that he knows it. He has a das, it shows a balance. So the halacha is as follows. Mumche, professional, shenot al reshus, took permission from the previous rabbis. או שקיבלו עליהם אויל והוא מומחה חויזר הדין. ואם אי אפשר להחזיר הדין, פוטר מלשלם. He's exempt from pain. If he can retract that gain, he's exempt from pain. Im oyo atos bedovar aposhut. If he made a mistake in a simple law, kegon davar mfurash b'mishnah, something is written clearly inside, he made a mistake. Choizer adin. But what happened if he cannot? The guy ran away. Who's responsible? Well, the guy is dangerous. He has no what to pay. He spent it already. The halacha is shu potur, he's exempt. The afal pi shegoram lahazik, even though he caused damage, lo niskaven lahazik. He had no intention. What does that mean? So what does that no intention? He damaged. Because he's a rabbi, he's a professional rabbi. Today they have a coverage of insurance coverage. No, I'm just talking about the big professional. But he is not. The Torah covers him. Potum el-shalim, that's a monetary. And it goes on, there's nosam v'yad, and not, and whatever it is. Tor b'shikul adas, that's only something he made a mistake in a Mishnah. But if he made a mistake as shikul adas, what happened if he made a mistake in his own understanding? So he really has his thing. Kol mi shetoy b'diver agoinim. So if he made a mistake, you read Toises or you read Taisus wrong, Geoinim, the genius is wrong, that's called Dvar Mishnah. It's not considered Tov b'shikul hadas. Let's say he read Toises Rashi and he says, doesn't make sense to me. He brought a raya to his own words. There's no difference between Yiftach and Shmuel. Yiftach, the Gemara says, but he was the leader of his generation. There's no difference between Yiftach and Shmuel. Shmuel HaNovi, which is equal to Moshe and Aaron, or Yiftach in his generation, all the same. The Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, page 25b says, you go to the judges of your days. Yes, permission to do it. So he says, therefore, ואחר כך נוידע לו והוא ברוכי הוא שיוכל להכריע או שאינו יודע להכריע אם נראים כי דבריך לרוב החכמים ורוב עד כי ידוך אין שיקול הדס. That's the definition of shikul hadas. Now, what's the halacha if somebody made a mistake? The shikul hadas. So the halacha is, since it's his own psak, miyad sheposak adin, ויראה מאושימו יוטוז בשיקול הדס, מיד שפוסק הדין, אף על פי שעדיין לא הוציאו מיד המסחייב, קום דינו, מה שעושה עושוי. וחייב עדיין קולךו לפי מה שהוא על דרך שפירשתי למעלה. If the guy made a mistake because he made his own input, so that's his thing, which is permitted to do. So then if he made a mistake, He has to pay from his own pocket. When you put your input, your thing becomes what you're saying. That's the Torah Kedosha, and it's not. Made a mistake, so then you have to pay. But if it is, if you didn't make a mistake, this is what Hashem says, because you have the permission from Hashem to tell you what Hashem saying. So what we're doing here in Yeshiva here is producing Talmidei Chachomim. Not time to tell me Dvar Mishnah. I think I have a rabbi Google. I don't need a rabbi for Dvar Mishnah. Sometimes you do even that. But you need for Shikul Adas. In order to have Shikul Adas, you have to learn Torah many years in Yeshiva. You have to be trained by big rabbis that they were trained by big rabbis. How to look over a sugya be'iyum from the beginning to the end. What the Gemara says, what's missing in the Gemara, what the Rishonim asks, how there's 4 or 5 answers, what are the problems with each answer, and what is the best answer from all, and what's missing with the best answer of all, and what's the machlokes achonim in the that ben answer. The halacha is passing that is a combination of this answer with some other answers, and it comes a combination this and that. What the Shach says, what the Yeshiva says, what's the final emes la halacha that you can put your life on it. Rosh Yeshiva, my father should say, if you're not going to put your life on it, don't talk to me. You have to mamash learn Torah, you can put your life on it. Literally means you have to put hours and hours thinking about it from morning to night. There's nothing else in your mind. Your heart and your mind. This is what his yeshiva is about. So when we will go to a Kohen, and the Kohen sees a tzaras, when the tzaras takes a place of a din tzaras, only when the Kohen takes out of his mouth, tzaras, Metzora, then he becomes Metzora. Shem gave the power to the rabbis. And when they say tzaras, even they saw inside, it's not Tomeh. And they're not revealing what they see. It's whatever they say, that's what makes it. Why Torah b'shikul adas he has to pay money? Because whatever he said, that's what comes. Then he realized he made a mistake. So he already come dina, the law in Shamayim, was it? And Lord Shamayim came, now he made a mistake, he has to pay for it. But if it's Dvar Mishnah, it's the opposite. You see the opposite about Balabat will say, Adarabah, if you made a mistake in the Mishnah, so you made a mistake, so Vada you should pay. You're not professional, you get out of here. No. Dvar Mishnah means is that you didn't even say anything. You don't need a rabbi for a Google. You didn't say anything. You mistake. But since that's what says clean in the Mishnah, so I don't need you. You didn't come as a power as a rabbi. So if I don't need you, you're not a rabbi. When you're a rabbi, then you must listen. Other complicated things, and you need a raya. And you have the difference between this and to make common sense. You have to learn the sugya to make a decision. That's when the rabbi comes in, and that's when he has to pay. He has to take responsibility. And whatever he says, the Shamayim is saying. Just the opposite slow. The Balabat would say, Rabbi, okay, he's just telling what it says. So he made a mistake what it says. He shouldn't pay. But when he made it, no, he says, I mean he should pay. He says, no. When he told you what it says, and he made a mistake and he didn't read right, he's exempt, because you don't need him. It's written. But when you need the rabbi as a rabbi to make shikul adas between this rabbi, the Shach, Taz, the Sivis, what's going on? Some complicated sugya. There's levush, there's a prima godim, this, that, it's not clear. You have to learn the whole sugya, you have to be rayas, this or that, that's complicated. And he has to make shikul adas and make achro. That's when you need a rabbi, and you have to listen to your rabbi. Selech harav, and you have to listen to him. Not krum rabbis that don't never learn seriously. Lo shimshu rabo kechol atzoyer the meshamish a rebbe properly or wouldn't need it. If the meshamish a rebbe, it's not meshamish a rebbe to lick the rebbe. It's not a licking. It's to learn how he thinks and what his understanding, what is shikol, why he made a decision. And I have talmidim like that. They asked me, Rabbi Shepherd always says, why you made it? He sits next to me. He sees a guy ask me, he says, and I just give an answer to the student. The student just walks away, doesn't know even what is in my mind. What was I by base? But he asked me, I go, why do you mean? I tell him, there's a small like this, because I thought like this. He's sick a little bit. He's sick in his heart, he's sick in his soul, he's this and that, this problem. And I made a value decision. Why a minute? That's what you learn from a Rebbe. Not stam, a psak. You don't need a meshtabu, you don't need a rabbi. What's written inside is to apply it to reality. That's where you need, when there's a couple of things together, or a new situation, in a medam milsa, you have to make a dinyo and a hevdel, to bring a rai, to bring a proof, to soiser, etc. That's where you need training. It takes years. Besides, you have to know how to read right, how to read a text right. That takes also years. You'll see a lot of Israelis. I teach Israelis now in Yeshiva. They know how to read Hebrew, but they don't read right. They don't read text right. That's why you need the Ramchal to know what is the subject, what's the predicate, what was the kasha, what was the rumia, where we heading exactly, to know, not to know how to read properly. There's a lot of people, you find out 90% of the people know how to read properly. They can't read a simple text, what exactly it says. Simple enough. Can't read. Can't read. You need even a rabbi today. Nowadays, you need a rabbi to read. Here's what it says. But anyhow, this is what we learn from this. We have to mischazek, emunas chachomim, and we have to push ourselves to be sif sekoin, ish meudas. I forget the exact apostle. You remember it? Ish sekoin ish meudas, and other part. Ki Torah yivakshu mipiu. Torah you should answer from his mouth. Who are the Kohanim? As everyone in the Yeshiva. It's not me. I'm here just trainer. It's you. You have to be that Kohen. They have to ask Torah from you. If you learn enough years, you'll become Talmid Chacham. As we talked about last Shabbos night, you brought the Toysis and Ksubas. There, that's the normal way. If you go to Yeshiva, you become that rabbi. You become that Kohen. If you be in Yeshiva, not an internet and how do you call it? Internet University of Torah. That's not what it's about. Yeshiva, with rabbis that give you life musar, and you see how to act and what they say and the right measurements, and how to learn a sugya from beginning to the end with many details, and how they think, and how they go over things, and how they change their mind, how they make value decision this way, that way. You go through all the ups and downs. When you learn a sugya, I remember one time I went with my Rabbi. I went to my Rabbi, Rabbi Hirsch. I used to learn with him Chavrusa for many years. Iyun. He's the biggest Rosh Yeshiva today in our generation. He's in Bnei Brak. He has 700 boys in Yeshiva, a very big Yeshiva. He's one of the Gedol Ador today. Anyhow, I was very close to him. But I remember at one time I started the sugya, and right when he started through the text, I started attacking and jumping quickly to calculate the sugya. So he looked at me like he got angry at me, not real anger. He says, now we're just thinking now in the beginning. Let's think over all the sides. He learned the sugya already 40 times, I don't know how many times. And as a young boy, I just to grab him. He said, hey, I want to try to think now fresh, new, open. Not attachment, think openly. That's learning a sugya from the beginning, all down the chod, make sure every step is a real step. It's not a fake. Who says? So a lot of people which will learn quick and fast, they get angry. What do you say? Simple thing. There's rabbis, the simple. You don't get angry. Prove that a simple step is a true step, and every step is proven. You don't. In other you put the time and energy and the love and the care to every step in the sukkah, and every rishon to go over it in detail. What was the kash with teretz? It's a lot of work. Simple kash. When you read the Mishnah Berurah, the final line you think is simple. What are you doing? Kriyas Shema, you do this. Your minion, it's enough to see each other. It says Mishnah Berurah. No. Did you learn the whole sugya, the rishonim, the machonim, and you spent 2 months on it? To understand what's the detail or the subject about. When you learn this, you learn in Yeshiva how to do, you become a Talmid Chacham. So I hope and pray, Be'ezrat Hashem, that everyone in the Yeshiva, the few boys that are here, are zoichet to be in Har Tzion. We are zoichet of the merit to be in Har Tzion, to stay here, learn together. Hashem should give us a bracha to really this coming Zman, this coming month, to put all our energy and to grow in Torah and to learn a sugya from beginning to the end with all the details and put your life in it. Fight! Who says that's a pshat? Maybe this way. Prove your point. Sometimes you can't. So it's common sense. Not common sense. Whatever it is. Something what's a common sense at the beginning of the sugya. When you finish the sugya, you say it was wrong common sense. You explore. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fall. Talmidei Chacham which are afraid to fall, they don't grow, they stop growing. Make a mistake, so what? You made a mistake. You know what? You need to fix, because you're searching for truth. It's not your truth, it's Hashem's truth. It's not your Mount Sinai, it's Hashem's Mount Sinai. Rabbi Yeshiva used to say, if it's your Torah, run away. I want Hashem's Torah. I've seen Sinai's Torah. Should all be zoiche to sifse koin, ishmi mudas, vivak Torah mipiu, should all become that koyani, Be'ezer Hashem Yisborach, and watch our mouth, Lashon Hara, and you watch them and doing a positive good, have our words of good eyes, and good words of Hashem, Torah, Good Shabbos.